So today is the second day of office procedures and HIPAA, and in the package that you received through email, there were 7 items. So I recommend you every time to start with syllabus, go to the syllabus and see what are the dates, the first day, the last day, and in the right part, let me show you the syllabus. In the right part, you can see the due dates, when to return and what to return. So do you see the syllabus now? So here in the module part is written office procedures in HIPAA. It means whatever you are sending to me, your homework, classwork, or exercise or test, in the subject line in the email, you write the subject name, office procedures and HIPAA, and next to you put exercise or study guide or homework or test. So we started at October 6th and last day is October 12th. So you can mix the order, the sequence of these things. It is not necessary to do in the right sequence, but remember the due dates are listed here. So for example, for homework and study guide, the due date is October 9. You need to return it and there is no time for due date. You can even send it in the evening, but for the test, it is Monday before 11 a.m. So if you manage to send me sooner, it would be great because I can manage to check it as soon as it is possible. So I recommend you to start from the study guide so you could know what subject is it and what we need to do. So one of the materials that you need to return me is office procedures outside work agreement. So this is homework. Whenever you see outside work assignment, 90% it is homework and you need to fill in these required lines. And also there is a study guide that you're supposed to complete and return to me. So you need to return me 3 documents: study guide, homework, and the test. Complete it. Also, dear students, if you send me everything is correct, no error in the test, no error in the homework, but you see that it is not 100%, it means you were not as active in the Zoom as you're supposed to be. So please don't be upset because you 10 points of 100 points is taken from Zoom. It means when I am asking questions, you need to answer them either verbally by pushing the raising hand button and answering, or writing in the chat. And yesterday we were doing the last part of the homework, discussing it, and we were out of time. So let me go to the homework one more time and then we will continue the lecture. So do you remember that you are supposed to do this in the SOAP format? Let me close the window, it's noisy. So yesterday we did a little bit of this homework in SOAP format, which means subjective, objective, and assessment and plan. So do you remember we need to understand where to put this information, because usually medical assistant is responsible for writing down the information. So here we know that patient is Carlos, and let me highlight the subjective part that we need to write in the subjective part. So this is something I just want to remind, or maybe one of the students can answer, what is subjective part? What means it? What we write there?
The patients in own patient words that yeah, we can't see, we like.
It is something that patients let you know, yes? So this everything goes to the subjective part, because This is something that your patient tells you. So the patient states that everything started 2 days before. The patient start having cough, low appetite, sweating, and then after this, the patient had dizziness, unsteadiness on feet, fever, and chills. Let me go to the chat. I think I have a message. Okay. Good morning, guys. So we are discussing, if you just joined us, we are discussing how to write the assessment plan, so how to document everything in SOAP format. So everything goes here in the subjective. In the objective, what we put in the objective part, what you document, yes, what you notice or the doctor notices, yes. So the doctor notices that the patient is weak. It means range of motion is altered. Patient can move weakly. Pale, it means the color is not the same. And dehydrated, how we check the dehydration. We can understand from the skin turgor. Also, vital signs need to be documented in objective part, which is heartbeat, and so you see tachycardia more than normal, clear breath sounds. So this we write in the objective part. And do you remember the normal heartbeat?
Like 80.
From 60 up to 100
67.
beat per minute, yes, the normal heartbeat. Our patient has tachycardia. It is, as you see, it is 102. Okay, let me make it smaller so you could see the other part. In the assessment part, we write what the doctor's findings, what we think that it could be, yes, and what we write in the assessment that there is a, oops, excuse me, that there is a, it's not written good, but we can write that there is a suspicion of viral infection of upper respiratory tract. And also we can put, what else? What do you think we can add there?
X-ray, yes?
No, plan, what we plan to do.
Oh, okay.
X-ray we put in the plan part. Let me put in another color.
Plan.
In the plan. So what the doctor plans to do with the patient? The doctor orders X-ray.
CB differential with differential.
CBC with differential and urinalysis.
Yeah.
Doctor also prescribes ibuprofen, 1 tab orally every 8 hours for fever and liquids not to be dehydrated. And also the doctor wants the patient to come back if fever persists or to come follow up when the tests are ready. So it's not difficult. Just you need to be able to differentiate what goes to the subjective part. Remember that, oh, this was from the patient's words. It means this is subjective. Objective, this is something that I found. I checked the pulse, I checked the temperature, I checked the blood pressure. This is objective. Yes, it's not my opinion. It is something that is documented. It is visible. Assessment of what we did, what doctor did, and plan what are the orders, what we plan to do with this patient. So this is pretty much what you need to do.
Dr. I have a question. So we don't need to go very detailed and to write ibuprofen like 6 milligrams, 1 tab orally every 8 hours. Just ibuprofen 6 milligrams is enough, right?
It is very good question. So usually in the patient medical record, it will be written in another way. So how we write, how it should be written. So ibuprofen 600 milligram orally every hours. Let me put it here. And So this is what we tell the patient, but in the medical record, in the patient record, it's written in another way, yes? How it is written in the order: ibuprofen 600 milligram, 1 tab orally every 8 hours, and they forgot to put as needed for fever. And you will see the plan, the name, ibuprofen 600 milligram, 1 tab. What will be instead of orally? PO, yes. Every 8 hours, Q8H, every 8 hours, as needed, PRN is as needed, or fever. So you will see this. As we see, orally is PO, yes, as needed is, what is as needed?
QA.
RN, yes, and
Yeah.
every 8 hours, we know that Q means every, yes, Q. In order not to get confused, dear new students, we did abbreviation several times with already current students, and we are going to do them the very first chance. But so whenever you get your MA book, in your medical assistant book, you need to go to page 516, and also pages from 1140 up to 1144 or 5. And if you have chance, just go over them as much as possible to learn abbreviation, because we have important abbreviations that you need in your practice a lot. So these are the pages that you need to, if you still don't have the book, just email me. I'll send you abbreviations, whatever I have from our MA book, so you could have an idea what is it about. Also, if you are confused with the documents from the email, every time I print these documents and leave in the school, in the director's office, so the students who want to work with hard copies, with papers, can go and pick up it from school. So if you think that with papers you work better, you can either print yourself. There is also a printing service in Staples. You email them and they print, you go and pick it up. Or you can go to our school with mask, you fill out a special form that you don't have fever and so on, and you go and pick up the package. So whatever works for you best, you can, especially if you are a new student and you feel that it is not easy for you, I recommend you to start with hard copies for a couple of weeks, so you could get adjusted with the structure, how we work, and later you can work with materials through email. If you feel that it is difficult for you, with papers might be easier. But remember that this lecture that you see in front of you, it is missing in the package. So you still have to work either with this lecture, you need to read either this lecture or the chapter from the book. So from our 31 subjects, 23 are from our book, and the 8 subjects, 8 modules are from not from the book. So that's why you need to have the book. Okay. So now please write me in the private chat. I need it to do all students, all 60 students that are present today. Write me in the chat, in the private chat, what is the HIPAA. So I need you to write 2 things. One is what is the abbreviation of HIPAA? It means what is abbreviation? Health Insurance Portability and Accountability Act, you need to write that. And also you need to write what HIPAA wants you to do. Because it's very, very, very important. And if you have any chance, please go and watch the 2 videos that I sent you yesterday evening through email, so you could have a better idea what is HIPAA, what is HIPAA violation, and so on. Okay, meanwhile, when you are writing, so good morning to all new students. Meanwhile, you are writing, let's go over what we did yesterday, and then we will proceed. So as we know, we need on the first visit, what you need to obtain from the patient. You give something to write, to sign. Yes, what the patient signs the first day.
Privacy permission.
HIPAA release form. It means the patient allows you and your office to release his or her labs, consultation records, and all other relevant information to the insurance company, so you could get paid, yes, for your service, and to other instances, for example, to neuro specialists. So when you obtain this signature, do you remember when you obtain the signature, when you give this paper to sign the patient?
When she's or he's
Our office.
The first visit, yes? The first time you see the patient, you give this paper to sign. You might even remember from your practice, whenever you go to the office to a new doctor, primary physician, they give you a bunch of papers, right? Yes, and one of them is HIPAA release form. You weren't aware about this before. Another thing, when patient comes to you and tells you, you know, I need a copy of my lab tests and the copy of the visit, what you give? If it is a paper form.
Patient is adult,
We need to obtain signature first, and then we can give only copy.
Only copy. So I wanted to hear this word, only copy. So nowadays, the majority of offices is working through electronic medical records, and we are going to do Medisoft for this. But remember, if you are working with paper format, regular medical records, you give only copy.
But if patient under 17, we can't give.
We should obtain signature from parent.
Correct. We give it to the parent, to the caregiver, only if it is not paper about sexually transmitted diseases, yes. If it is about STD, we can give because it is patient privacy. If it is about blood donation, we give. We don't wait until parent comes.
If the patient is child, just the parent doesn't have to know about it, yes? It means?
Yes, it is the patient privacy for STD, for AIDS, and for blood donation. So HIPAA thinks that patient has a right for privacy. That's why parent is billed without letting know what is it for. And it is the patient's job. If you want, you can let your parent know. If not, let us know. We also will keep it in private. Okay. And do you remember when you have to disclose the information, even if the patient doesn't agree?
When there is like a court, like cases for it, like
sexual disease,
for example.
Court order, yes. Deceased body, emergency circumstances, or the safety of public is threatened. In these cases, you have to. Okay, let me ask you one question. And I see that you are writing down, so please write down the meaning of HIPAA. Please remember that there is one P and double A. See, it's not 2P1A. It's one P and double A. Health Insurance Portability and Accountability Act. I need all students to write the meaning and also the essence. What is it for? And even if I don't manage to read your letters, your messages, I'm going to do it after the lecture. Okay.
What is second question?
So question number 1. Meaning of the abbreviation HIPAA, and second, what HIPAA mandates, or in other words, what you have to do to be compliant with HIPAA. Just in your words, what the HIPAA was created for. Okay. Yes, Karina, it is correct. And question number 3, the meaning. Write the meaning of CC, uppercase. Do you mind if I go over the lecture pages? Or you want to wait a little bit while we are writing the answers? What is convenient for you? I see Christine is on question number 3. Okay. So HIPAA is, even if we talk about it, you still have to write this in order to have your 10 points for the week. Remember, HIPAA is uppercase only. All letters are uppercase. So if I send the patient records, patient information, all information to the lab, do I violate the rule or not?
No.
We don't know.
A lab
No, it
test
depends. It depends. So if the patient has cancer, we are just sending the order for complete blood count. The lab doesn't have to know that the patient has cancer. Yes, we just put the requisition.
patient has HIV.
Or, for example, you are asking the CHHA home health aide or aide in the hospital to transport the patient to do the X-ray, and your patient has osteoporosis and bone cancer. So you need to let them know to be careful with the patient. Do you have to tell that the patient has cancer and osteoporosis or not? What do you think?
I think yes, because they have to know.
I think because it's not very like it can
No,
be
you
taught.
cannot.
So it's going to be bad for patients. I think they have to know about it.
No, you need to tell that please be careful because patient has condition.
Yeah.
Is under the risk of having fractures, but you can never tell the diagnosis of the patient. It is
Yes.
a HIPAA violation. Oh, frankly, it means you cannot write the answer. If you cannot answer in the chat, please screenshot the question. I can go to the question one more time. I'll give you time to do screenshot of the question and you can email me the answers, Franklin.
Mrs. Arpine?
Yeah?
Sorry, me too. I am not finding where I can type
Okay.
because I am new in the Zoom.
Mhm.
So I want to screenshot the questions and
Yes, you
send
can.
by email. I
You
think
can, Tamarjan, but please try to play with the Zoom to find what you can do with it.
I tried, but the Zoom went out. So I'm going to learn today.
It's okay. It's okay. You can even go to Zoom. There are tutorial videos at the bottom of the Zoom web page. And with YouTube, you can see what you can do with it.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
There are three little dots, and it is written more. If you click on more, or just have your mouse on the more without clicking anything, it will bring lots of options, and one of them is chat. It's written to everyone when you click on it, or private. So you click on private and it brings a list whom you want to write. You can write to your classmates and to me.
Okay.
Okay, that's why you need to play with it, and you will become confident with it.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, so we already know, yes, what is SOAP format. And it is strongly recommended for you to go to page 166 to read box 8.3. For the last 10 minutes, let's do a little bit our lecture. So this is a flow sheet, and you can see this in the pediatry more thoroughly. Flow sheets are both in electronic medical record and in the regular medical record, and they save space and they save time. You need just put correctly 2 data of the patient, and you can keep the track on this simple page. It means this simple page, let me make it bigger. This is used in pediatric, aging months. Do you see 36 months? It means this simple page you use for 3 years. And it is easy for you because you can track the growth of the kid with this page. You don't have to turn the pages. So what is needed to do? We put here the age of the kid. And here when it was. Also the height or head circumference, it depends on what type of growth chart we have. And this is the average. So do you see here we have 3 dots? It means this was checked on 1st month of the visit. The 2nd dot was checked on 4th month of the visit. And the 3rd one was checked on 6th month of the visit. And it was height of the kid. On first visit, the kid was 22 inches, then was 24 inches, and then was 27 inches, the height of the kid. And if it is within these red lines, it is normal, it is the average. Here it's a little bit high, it means the growth is very good. But if it were here or here, it means it were out of normal limits. We need to find the cause and fix it. And there are lots of flow sheets. Remember that it is information that recorded in graphic or tabular form, and it saves your time and also saves space. Okay, is it clear?
Yes.
Just you put the information and you can use this simple paper for
What kind of I'm sorry, what kind of information? Date of birth?
So here, see here, you put the age of the kid and the height. This is,
okay.
it is just was born 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, 1 year kid, and here the height. So when the kid came on the first month of the age, height was 22 inches. Do you see it? Let me make it bigger.
Yes.
Okay, and we keep track. This is this was done 2003, and this was the third visit, the last one. Every time it is updated. They can look different, but they are pretty much with the same structure and with the same principle. Okay, and this is a pharmacy list. When you call to the pharmacy and request a medication list for the patient, it looks like this. Here we have name of the patient. Here we have the address. It might be a pharmacy address or doctor office address, the date. Here we have the medication that was sent or given to the patient or was ordered for the patient, medication name, strength, how many tablets or capsules, how many refills. If you see 0 refill, it means if patient calls your office and tells you, oh, I'm out of my medication, can you please refill it? What is your answer?
No.
No.
Of course, but we need to be tactful. We can say, you know, there is 0 refill. Let me talk with the doctor. If the doctor thinks that it should be refilled, I'll let you know. Yes. So the patient knows that we care about them, even if it is written 0. We do not decide it. Yes, it is doctor's decision. And here again, information from our abbreviation, PO, per orally. BID, twice a day. If the patient asks you what is BID, you tell it you're supposed to drink it twice daily. Okay? Remember, in order to be protected, if it is not documented, it wasn't done every time. And here we have an example of documentation of the same information in different way. So see the encounter, talking or meeting the patient was on this date. It is the same. So Fred Lane, the certified medical assistant, documents this, what happened. So see, patient called to cancel appointment. You can write this. It's not false. Yes, it's correct information. But if you write down document, patient called to cancel appointment for recheck of urinary tract infection on this date, state she is feeling better. We advise to keep appointment as doctor wants to repeat the urine analysis to see if her bladder infection has cleared up. Patient states, I don't see any sense in that, I'm not coming. So if patient starts a litigation, if the patient wants to sue the office, which one will help you to be protected? Which one will prove that you care about the patient? You recommended the patient to come to the office and the patient refused. Yes, here it is just, oh, the patient canceled. But here it shows that you recommend, you know, it is necessary because it was urinary tract infection. And after intention of canceling, the patient refused against medical advice. Yes, and this protects you because you never know what will happen after the visit next 3 years. That's why you need to document everything as thorough as possible without any opinion, just facts. And this is the time, this is military time, so we either write 3 p.m. or we write 1500. Yes, it depends on the office preferences. Everything needs to be written correctly. We do not diagnose. What is good, would I like in medical assistant? Specialty that you don't have to put diagnosis. It is not your responsibility. You just need to write it down from the correctly in the chart. Yes. Do not document for others. Never. If you didn't do anything, do not document. If you did something, don't ask anyone to document instead of you, because you are responsible what is written if you did. And how to correct mistakes. If you made accidentally a mistake, it happens with everyone, yes? Usually, if there are less 3 mistakes in the page, we do not change the page. So it depends on office preferences. So here there was a mistake, rude mistake, yes? Patient presents today complaining of pain in right eye, but actually the patient's left eye had a pain, yes? How we correct our mistake, we draw a line, we put the correct information, we put the date of the correction and our initials. Do you see at first goes first letter of first name, then first letter of last name. Remember, every time first letter of first name, not the last, okay? We never delete the information, we never white out, we just draw a line through it. Workers' compensation, let's talk about workers' compensation tomorrow. Do you have any questions? We have 40 seconds.
No, thank you.
No, so if not, please watch the 2 videos about HIPAA. It is very, very important because in your specialty, HIPAA is #1 thing that you need to know. What is it for? Okay, watch the 2 videos, go over the study guide, go over the homework, go over the test, prepare your questions. So tomorrow we can start discussing the questions. And after this, we can finish the lecture and go over the study guide or test or homework together. Or we can just discuss different cases and you will answer what is HIPAA violation and what is not. Because later in office management, we are going to talk about OSHA